was very surreal. They were all naked, you know?
Like, just completely...
They had heels on, and that was it. And the weird thing about it...
Well, then they weren't completely naked. I mean,
right,
come on,
yeah, I couldn't see the soles of their feet, so I mean... But the weird thing about it was, after a while, you kind of get, you know, acclimated to it, and you're sitting there online in the buffet, and you know you're holding your plate, and there's a completely nude girl next to you,
and you're looking at staring her. At you.
Yeah, but like at this point, because you know you're desensitized, you're looking at a plate, and you're like, oh, what is that? Is it chicken parmesan? Oh, yeah, it looks good. I think I'll talk about that. And then, you know, you're like talking about, what is that over there? It's like a prosciutto. That's nice. So it's, you know, it's good
okay,
spread.
you know, I'd have to say that's something new because I didn't think men could be desensitized by nude women.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe I was just really hungry. But it happened.
He was worried about the Parmesan. Was it chicken Parmesan?
I don't know.
It was chicken. It was because it's the Sicilian in him.
Yeah, you know,
he was thinking about food.
Exactly.
Now, did you get to meet Hugh Hefner?
We didn't get to meet Hugh Hefner at that one. He was, he was inside. He wasn't in the Super Bowl festive mood. However, we are going back to the Playboy Mansion October 9th. We're playing it again, and we will be meeting them then.
Nice. Now, how did that come about? Did he ask you guys to come back and play? Or?
That was through, not him personally, that was through, because he didn't see us the first time around.
Okay.
It was through the promoter with the event.
Okay.
And we did the event, and we met this hip-hop artist, Young Berg, he's done a couple songs with Ray J, and he's had a couple platinum singles, and we performed, and we ended up like, you know, talking and hanging out. We did a track together about 2 weeks after the Playboy Mansion show.
Okay.
We went to Cypress Hill studio, Be Real from Cypress Hill. We went to his studio,
awesome.
and we recorded this track, and we just performed it about a month ago, live at Whiskey for the first time.
Nice!
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. So that was cool.
Now, are you guys planning on doing a video? A music video?
Yeah, we're planning on doing 2 music videos. We're still working on the treatment for it. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, but we have Category 5 Films, these guys that I've known for years that do, they're out in Venice and they do all these music videos and commercials, documentaries. They just went down to the west coast of Florida to do a documentary on the oil spill, on how it's like heading over there.
I know, it's bad.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. So but they're doing that, but when they get back and everything, we're going to do a couple of music videos.
They may be down there for a while.
Yeah. Come on, BP.
I know. Well, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your lyrics and your music. What comes easier to you when you're writing or putting the music together? Does the lyrics come first, or do you prefer to do the music first, or vice versa? Sometimes
it happens both ways. Sometimes I'll write something down, you know, that I think is interesting lyrics, but ultimately the theme I think is the most important thing. We all contribute in the band equally to the songwriting, but if one of my guitarists has a riff and plays a riff, that'll just kind of inspire, like, what does that bring about in me? What kind of emotion or what kind of mood or what kind of theme is that bringing up? Once I find the theme, then I can go further. Like, I can't really write about it unless I know what I'm talking about. And
right.
And so I try to balance that with the music, with what they're writing. Sometimes when a melody, you know, pops into my head, then it's just there. I don't know how it works, you know, like, but I really believe, I'm gonna get a little bit out there, but
that's okay.
I really believe that music, melodies, and everything are just like all flying around us, just like our cell phone signals, you know. And your cell phone picks up that signal and translate it. And I think that music, some people pick it up. Their brains just pick it up, and they're able to translate it. You know, if they play an instrument, I mean, you know, it's just like one of those things with like divinity and humanity. Like in your head, if I told you right now to picture a sailboat on the ocean with the sunset and the beach in front of you and a palm tree,
nice.
You probably have like a perfect picture in front of you. Now, if I asked you to draw it, it would probably, I don't know if you're an artist, but it wouldn't, you know.
My drawing's not so good.
So then, you know, you have to learn an instrument, and you have to become skilled enough in that instrument to be able to translate that, you know, what's in your head. And I think that the people that do it the best, some people just have like inherently, you know, gifted at it, but you still have to work really hard.
Now, do you guys do you guys go off and do your own thing, or do you actually work together the whole time while putting the lyrics and the music together?
I write all the lyrics, and they'll give me their input if they like something or don't like something, you know, and I'm open-minded to that. The guys, they'll come here and they'll just jam on some stuff and, you know, see what comes out, but a lot of the stuff is written when they're on their own. I mean, these guys have probably like 200 riffs just that, you know, I mean, all the time that are just there, and like backlogged too. I mean, we have just songs and for years, you know, and riffs that we could rewrite and recreate. It's a lot of work, but the songwriting process is, to me, I mean, it's the hardest thing, but it's also the thing that makes me love it the most, you know? Like, to me, honestly, creating a song, taking something that's intangible and then bringing it into like the physical world where other people can hear it is like my way of giving birth. Yeah.
How does that work for you?
It doesn't. Sometimes it takes 9 months.
You hear that, folks? Even men can have babies.
I get really agitated. I eat a lot of ice cream.
Pickles.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of midnight runs to the stores. Woo!
But ultimately, I mean, that's what I love about it. And then playing, you know, performing it, like, that's something that's great too, because you get to share it. But really, like, you know, when you're here and you're in the studio and you're just going through that, you know, the pains of like you can't figure out the next part or what it should be. I mean, I love that. I live for that.
You're like, that's the challenge I like.
It is.
Now, when you're not being challenged, do you have days off, or what do you do on your day off?
Don't have a lot of days off.
No?
There's always something. Always something.
Always something.
Whether, you know, we have management right now. We're an independent band. We're not signed to a label. These days, that's okay. You know,
yeah.
Like unless you're doing like world tours, and you know, then that'll come in handy. But we've gotten a lot of, I mean, everything from just playing shows and just, you know, from Slash and Iron Maiden in the Playboy Mansion, and we're playing Caesar's Palace in about 3 weeks in Vegas.
Vegas!
I mean, all these shows and things we've done, and we've gotten our music on ESPN and Major League Baseball, and you know, licensed it to a bunch of stuff. Suicide Girls.
You guys have a lot of things going on.
Yeah, and then we've all been doing it ourselves, you know. And now we work with Restless Management, who they you know, are a great management company, and so that's going to even help, you know, take us to a step further, and we're getting things like endorsements and.
There's no time for rest right now.
There's not,
work,
you know,
all work and no play.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
So, if you were stuck on an alien planet and had a chance to explore the planet with a band, who would that band be and why?
Certainly wouldn't be my band.
You're like, I'm tired of hanging out with them.
Like, you guys go that way, I'm going this way. That's an interesting question. Which band would I want to explore?
Yeah, and why? Or is there a particular singer?
Maybe Jim Morrison and the Doors.
Really?
You know, if he were alive. I mean.
I saw his grave in Paris.
Oh, really?
I did.
Yeah. That's yeah. I mean, maybe him, because he would probably say some ridiculously drug-induced thing that I would find profound about the alien planet and its inhabitants, and he would probably be the guy to be like, take me to your leader, you know. And,
He'd bring us Jack Daniels and Jim Beam, and you'd bring her Don Julio.
And he'd stagger over to the head of the alien nation, and, you know, he'd say like, you know, something poetic, and everything would be fine.
It would be great.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
that's a ridiculous answer. You know?
It was a ridiculous question. I had to ask.
It was. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Ridiculous answer, ridiculous question. It all matched. It was fun.
This is going well.
Well, thank you, George, so much for being on the show. Save Our Souls. They've got a lot of things coming up. Look for them at Whiskey A Go Go for their performances. I'm Aya Lawhorn with Harmony on Tap, and we'll see you next time.